Alright, so today we have a little bit of a speed build, and by little I mean like actually little. We did a starter home today. I did a series of complicated Victorian mansions, and I decided actually I just want something really simple and easy for my next build, so we did this kind of little rundown starter home. The plan for this build is that it will be vacant in my save file so that when you move in with the sim, this house would be an option for your sim to move into. It is a starter home. It ends up being around 17,000 simoleons, and it has one bedroom and one bathroom, so nothing really too crazy. It's also unfurnished. I did the kind of furnishing that would be realistic to real life, like there'd be probably a kitchen, probably appliances, but no beds or couches or anything like that. I don't know. I think that's just realistic, and I prefer not to have to do a whole house furnished under 20,000 simoleons, if I'm being entirely honest. When this is uploaded, it will be a pack day. Happy pack day, everybody. Love Struck is out. I hope everyone's enjoying. I don't know if anybody's playing with the new pack while watching the speed build. I don't know. I haven't played with it yet because sadly, at the time that it's released, I have the very beginning of my shift. My shift literally starts at the exact same time that Love Struck comes out, which is mildly disappointing, but that's okay because tomorrow at noon I will be doing a live stream, and I possibly might explore some of the Love Struck stuff. I also might just be doing live lore. Some people expressed more of an interest for live lore than the actual pack exploration, and I understand a lot of people have already kind of seen all the stuff with the pack already with other YouTubers and stuff. I will be doing a live stream then for fundraising for Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which I've talked about a lot. If you don't, what is he doing? Hello? If you don't know, I won't go on too long about it, but I've been fundraising for Palestine Children's Relief Fund the month of July so far. So far, we've raised $2,250, which is so amazing. Thank you guys so much. I super appreciate it. Also, giving away a copy of Love Struck, so if you want to pop in, maybe enter the giveaway. Part of the reason that I did this kind of build was that I did a live stream on Monday. It was a 5-hour live stream. It's my first live stream on the channel. It was very strange and it was so much fun. Thank you everybody who showed up. Somebody in the chat had pointed out like all the sims currently in my save are rich, which is true. It's just kind of how it went. It wasn't intentional. Everything that I'm doing in my save file, I'm just kind of like following what I want to do and what's inspiring me at the moment, and I'm not going in any particular order or any kind of sensible or any kind of sensible order, if I'm being entirely honest. It's just kind of what I'm feeling like in the moment. And so the way that's kind of worked so far is it's like sims who are vaguely connected to these other sims, and I kind of go off in this distance, and that kind of led me just down to the Boudreaux and Landry, these rich families feud, blah 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 blah. But I am excited to get into some of the more normal families lore. I think it'll be really fun. I really want to do like a group of ragtag kids who are kind of like ghostbusters, or like, I don't know, having some kind of paranormal experience. I feel like that's the coolest trope, is just like group of kids fighting some kind of paranormal evil. I think that's so fun, you know, Stranger Things or It, or even to an extent like Scooby-Doo. I don't know. I think that's so fun. So I think I really want to do that. And one of the questions that's kind of been bouncing around in my mind about my save file as I've been working on this build in just the last couple days is if I should add EA's townies to my save file. I did a poll on my YouTube and everyone seemed pretty interested, mostly, besides a few people who said no, and I thought that was really surprising because I thought it would be a little bit more split. I'm a townie lover. I love townies. The only reason I wasn't including them in my save file is because it just felt like I wanted to build something really from scratch, but then I had some really cool ideas for some townie lore, and I was like, it would be so fun to incorporate them and to kind of rewrite or redo their lore. And like some of the townies maybe I'll even like age up, or but just like make it my own in a way. I don't know. So I'm contemplating that. If you have any input on that, please let me know. I'm super curious everybody's thoughts about that, and if EA townies redone with all the lore done and all that belong in my save, or if you feel like maybe it'd be a little bit out of place. There's only like 4 in Willow Creek that I'd have to include. I think I might also do some more apartments here. To jump to the build really quick, I'm doing the floor plan. It changes a little bit. It was a really easy build. Starter homes are so easy. Like, I don't know, there wasn't really any monumentous struggle with this build. I did it in only like 2 hours, which is probably due to the fact that I didn't have to furnish it at all. This is a very simple build, but I had a lot of fun with like the outside and kind of like griming it up and making it look a little bit more run down. I don't know, I love builds like this, and I love playing in small builds. I think it's just so much easier. When you play in a bigger build, more stuff just goes wrong, I think. And smaller builds, it's just simpler. All your sims are right there. I don't know. I like small builds. I've been changing around some of my plans for Willow Creek. I did this video where I went over all my plans and what I was going to do, and some of that has kind of changed. And so I'm thinking about doing like an updated video where I kind of update everyone on how things are going. But I think first I need to seriously get some work done on community lots. I don't know about you guys, building community lots is like the bane of my existence. I just hate it. So I've been really putting it off, and I think it's really just time to buckle down and actually do it. The tile that I use in the kitchen is like my favorite tile in the whole game. It looks exactly like this tile that I had in my kitchen growing up, I think. I don't have very many memories of this tile because I was like younger than 4, I think, when it was replaced. I must have been like 2 or 3 when this tile was replaced. Very funny story was that the tile got burnt in a kitchen accident. It was like fine. It was just this pan that set on fire, and then the person who set it on fire set on the floor, and it left like a giant circular scorch mark on the tile. So then we replaced the tile, but every single time I put that tile down in this game, I think about that memory. And honestly, is it even a memory if you like only remember it because you were told about it so many times? You guys know this kind of memories that you're like where you're just told about something over and over, that you think you remember it, but you're like, do I actually remember that, or do I just remember people telling me about that? It's been interesting. The patch released yesterday, I believe. I updated my game against my better judgment because my game broke on Monday. Before the pack even happened, my game broke like 3 hours into playing it. I was just working on lore, I was live streaming, and it just broke. Randomly, and build stuff started disappearing. I updated tool and better build by, and like it was still acting like the mods were out of date. I don't know, it was really weird. So my game was broken, and it was kind of distressing me. And then the patch came out, and I was like, well, what's the worst that could happen? Like, my game's already broken, might as well just update it. And oh my gosh, was I wrong. This game is so glitchy. Every single time they release a pack, it's just so bad. I haven't run into anything too egregious. I can definitely tell that things are kind of wonky in my game. Generally, everything, I can just tell that like it's off. And obviously also like a lot of my mods are broken, which is very sad for me. I wanted to do a gameplay video instead of this speed build today, and I honestly didn't really have a choice because I couldn't really do any gameplay. I tried, but I just couldn't because everything was broken, nothing was working, and I didn't really want to have to do an episode without all my mods. It would kind of just mess everything up. So, we did our very best just to do a speed build today because, I don't know, some of the issues I was having were with build by, so we also just went really small and simple, and we didn't do anything too complicated, and fingers crossed, it turned out pretty well. You know, I saved everything that you're seeing, so it's all there. So unless my save game corrupts, I guess, then we should be all good. But you know what? You can never be too sure with this game. I don't know. While I haven't experienced many of these glitches firsthand, I do find it very interesting that we keep ending up with an incest glitch. This keeps happening. This happened with high school years, I think, where they were like, oopsie daisy, we accidentally made it so that Sims who are family members can flirt with each other, and they did it again. And I don't even know how they did it again. I honestly haven't looked too much into the exacts of everything because I'm trying to keep myself really spoiler free for Love Struck. I know nothing about it other than like a couple things that have been spoiled here and there. I know about eyelashes. I know about the stuff with the base game patch, like the copying and pasting Cass, obviously. That wasn't part of the pack. I know about those weird masks. Everyone's been doing sponsored posts where their Sims are wearing those weird leather masks. I hate that. So I know about that. I know that there's a love motel and that it's a rabbit hole and that made Plumbella sad. And that's all I know, I think. Like, the spoilers I got were super random. It was like literally like people being like, nobody tell Plumbella this because it'll make her sad. Or someone else being like, don't talk about this because of so-and-so. It was like very in passing. I do know about the relationship dynamics as well because my partner sent them to me. But the whole point of me talking about this is that we keep ending up with these really awkward glitches. And I always think it's funny when this stuff happens and then the Sims team goes into like damage control mode and they're like, oh my god, we have to fix this like immediately. Like, this is so not good. So I don't know. I honestly think it's kind of funny. I'm sad that it's so glitchy already and the pack isn't even out. I feel like it's not boding too well, but honestly, you know, like I just said, I'm completely in the dark, so who am I to say that the pack is going to be glitchy because I know nothing about the pack. I was kind of contemplating whether to do like a review or not, because like every simmer who is early access is probably already given their thoughts and opinions on Love Struck and shown you everything in build by and da 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 da. And I don't really want to be a review channel either, but I did think it would be kind of fun just because I've purposefully not spoiled anything for myself or let myself look at the build by overview videos, which normally I am the type of person who like I watch all of it and then I buy the pack and then I'm still disappointed. I don't know. The way that I play and my entire play style is very unhinged, for lack of a better word, very mentally unwell. Just super like, what if I took this game and I just used my imagination to make this so much more than it is? And I feel like Love Struck definitely has a lot of opportunity for that, but I don't really know how I would do like a review about its lore capabilities. It certainly has lore capabilities, and I'm very excited for the lore capabilities and the different ways that I can utilize the pack to make drama in the game, because that's what I'm all about. But I don't know. As a reviewer, for a review, I wouldn't really know on what metric to rate it. And I think no matter what, everything that I would rate is kind of in relation to one another. And then I feel like it's a little bit too biased towards The Sims 4 because, I don't know, I'm a Sims 3 bestie. I love The Sims 3. I feel like every single time there's an expansion pack, I'm just comparing it to The Sims 3 and what it would have been if it was The Sims 3 expansion. And then that means that you're just disappointed, right? Because The Sims 3 is like the best game on earth. Some other things I want to cover in this video, a few more admin stuff. So I'm sorry if you're not like super into everything that's been going on if you didn't catch the live stream, which the VOD is up on the channel if you do want to watch any part of it in the live category on my channel. The video is there if you want to kind of catch up. You didn't really miss much. I did do some live lore, but I'm really slow at it. We worked on this couple who, one of them is kind of pursuing her dream job in Willow Creek, and her husband and her newborn infant are kind of moving to Willow Creek to pursue her dream in her career, and that meant that her husband had to leave his nice position. They lived in San Myshuno before, kind of picked up and moved, and they have some like relationship tension and stuff. I did some lore with them, mainly just some photos. It honestly, I didn't get very far into it. I'm very slow at this stuff, and I was really slow. And I also did my bonus lore video, which I've talked about, for $1 if you donate $1 to PCRF through my Tiltify, which will be linked below. You get a bonus video this month, and I've been sending those links out through email my disclaimer is that I've been marked as spam because I'm sending links kind of en masse. I don't know why I didn't foresee that this would be a problem, but I didn't because I'm not very bright. So if you haven't gotten your email, check your spam folder or your trash. Like, check wherever, you know, your kind of rejected emails go. I've been hearing that I've been going to that folder for a lot of you. And if I'm not there and you still don't have the link to the video, feel free to email me. My business email is on my YouTube profile, so you can go, it's silly.business@outlook.com. You can send me an email and I'll reply to it. If you send me an email first, I get unblocked, and so then I can send you links and it won't completely block me. I had a problem where 2 different people, the email rejected me completely, but everyone else thus far, as of the time that I'm recording this, the emails have gone through. If you've recently donated, like last 24 hours-ish, I may have not gotten to your video yet, but still feel free to email me if you're really wanting that link like right now. But I am doing them in batches, so don't get worried if you donate and then you don't immediately get a link. I'm doing them in the evening every few days. I'm doing like batches of like 100 links or whatever, so that's why it's like that. Which I'm sorry, I know that's a lot of admin stuff. If you're not a regular on my channel, you probably are like, what are you talking about? I'm just here for this build. I'm sorry, we got a lot going on. We're doing a month-long fundraiser. We got a save file in progress. Everything is happening, everything's going, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys, partially because I just wanted to get like a chatty video out. I felt like there was a lot to address with the whole Love Struck and the updates and my kind of admin stuff. But also, I just wanted to remind you guys that yes, I will be live tomorrow, Friday at noon PST. So if you want to come and hang out, I will be there. We'll be fundraising for PCRF. Our current goal is 2,750. I think we're gonna reach it, and we have a whole nother week. We have until the 31st to reach it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.